One cold evening a man saw an old lady, stranded on the side of the road. So he pulled up in front of her car and got out. Even with the smile on his face, she was worried because no one had stopped to help her. Was he to hurt her? She asked herself. He didn't look safe. He looked poor and hungry. The man could see that she was frightened, standing out there in the cold, and understood how she felt. So he gently said, "I'm here to help you, ma'am. Why don't you wait inside the car where it is warm? By the way, my name is Reuben." Well, all she had was a flat tire, but for an old lady, that was bad enough. Reuben crawled under the car looking for a place to put the jack, skinning his knuckles a time or two. Soon he was able to change the tire. However, he had to get dirty and his hands hurt. As he was tightening up the lug nuts, she rolled down the car window and began to talk to him. She told him that she was from Manila and was only just passing through. She couldn't thank him enough for coming to her aid. Reuben just smiled as he closed her trunk. The old lady asked how much she owed him. Any amount would have been all right with her. She already imagined all the awful things that could have happened had he not stopped. However, Reuben never thought about being paid. This was not a job to him. This was helping someone in need, and God knows there were plenty who had given him a hand and helped him as well. So he told her that if she really wanted to pay him back, the next time she saw someone who needed help, she could give that person the assistance they needed. Reuben waited until the old lady started her car and drove off. It had been a cold and depressing day, but he felt good as he headed home. A few miles down the road, the old lady saw a small carinderia, Filipino term for a local eatery selling and serving meals. She went inside to grab a bite, and take the chill off before she made the last road of her trip home. The waitress came over, brought a glass of hot tea and gave a clean towel to wipe her wet hair. She had a sweet smile, one that even being on her feet while working for the whole day couldn't erase. The old lady noticed the waitress was pregnant, but she never let the muscle strain and body aches change her attitude. The old lady wondered how someone who had so little could be so caring to a stranger. Then she remembered Reuben, the man who helped her. After the old lady finished her meal, she paid with a 1,000 peso bill. The waitress quickly went to get change for her bill, however the old lady had slipped right out the door. She was gone by the time the waitress came back. The waitress wondered where the lady could be. Then she noticed something written on a tissue paper. There were tears in her eyes when she read what the lady wrote. "You don't owe me anything. I have been there too. Somebody once helped me out, the way I'm helping you. If you really want to pay me back, here's what you do. Do not let this chain of helping others end with you." And the waitress saw that under the napkin were 9 more 1,000 peso bills. When she got home from work and climbed into bed, she was thinking about the money and what the old lady had written. How could the old lady have known how much she and her husband needed it? With the baby due next month, it was going to be difficult. She knew how worried her husband was. And as he lay sleeping next to her, she gave him a hug and whispered soft and low, "Everything's going to be all right. I love you, Reuben, my husband. Kindness and helping others will return to you when you least expect it, and maybe when you need it. Although, none of us can help everyone. But all of us can help someone."